Hey guys, my hair is up in a bun that I couldn't care less about. I'm in my jammies in the middle of the day, but I hope you all are doing well. For today's video, we are going to be talking about how I chemically exfoliate my skin. Now, before I start with this video, I have to say that I have done a couple of previous videos on chemical exfoliation. So those are more information loaded. I will leave them up here in the eye so you can click them and watch them because they will have a lot more information that I might skip out on this video. This is more of a practical video and that is more of a theory video. So in this video, I'm going to talk more about how I do it, what products I use, and the steps and everything. There's going to be a lot more in-depth video on what all to do and not to do when you are chemically exfoliating your skin. So yes, without any further ado, if you want to know all of the steps that I take whenever I'm chemically exfoliating, then please keep on watching. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is double cleanse my face, and I would highly suggest you double cleanse too, even if you don't wear makeup or not wearing makeup currently, because double cleansing really cleans out your pores. So if there's any skincare or sunblock that's stuck in your pores, it would be taken out so that the chemical exfoliant you would be later on using can really work on your pores. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is, of course, take out my lashes because that has no place in double cleansing. And then I'm going to use the Earth Rhythm Cleansing Jelly because I really like this product. It's very lightweight. It's not like a heavy oil. Now, you don't really need a makeup remover to double cleanse. You can honestly just use olive oil if you prefer that. Olive oil, jojoba oil, or any other oil that's non-comedogenic. Sadly, coconut oil isn't as of right now. According to the information we have, it's not non-comedogenic, so I wouldn't suggest you use that. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to start applying it all over my face. I'm mainly going to focus more on my skin because I want my skin to be clean. But of course, I am going to be removing my eye makeup. However, on my skin, I'm going to go a little bit more ham with this. I'm going to massage till I feel like all of the makeup is off. And once my face looks something like this, like a diva, I'm going to take my microfiber cloth. This is by Simply Nam and this is wet. It's damp. You don't want to do this with a dry cloth because it won't do anything. I'm just going to start removing all of this. Now you can honestly just also run a lot of water, like splash a lot of water on your face, but this saves on the water element, so you're not using as much water as you've just dampened the cloth, and that requires a little less water than what you would be requiring if you were just splashing your face like that. So I'm going to remove all of this makeup cleanser on my face, and I'm then going to go in and wash my face. For my face wash, I'm going to use my Simples face wash because this is a very gentle face wash. What you want to do is you want to use all products are very gentle today. You don't want anything with any other actives because we are going to be using a pretty strong active. So you can just let the actives be today, and you just want to go for very mild and gentle products. My face is now cleansed and completely air dried. I like to air dry my skin as opposed to towel drying because towels can be a little too harsh on your skin. However, if you cannot wait for your face to air dry, just pat your face down. Don't rub it with the towel because that, as I said, can be really harsh on the skin and can create micro tears on it too. Now, you want to ensure that your face is completely dry, like there is not even a trace of water on your skin before you start chemically exfoliating, because no matter how strong or low the percentage of chemical exfoliant is, if it comes in contact with water, it neutralizes itself, and that's not the ideal situation. You want them to work on your skin, and for that it's important that your skin is dry. The chemical exfoliant I'm going to be using today is by Minimalist. This is the 32%, so you have AHA, BHA and pH in there. That means you have all 3 hydroxy acids in there, alpha, beta and poly. Now we're just waiting for theta and gamma to join the party. That was a bad joke, I'm sorry for that. Now I'm currently in the trial phase of this product, so I can't give you a complete review right now, but so far I do like it. I think it's pretty strong, and that's why you should always patch test it before. I think people don't take patch testing seriously, but please patch test it. It's a pretty strong formulation. It can potentially burn your skin, so you want to ensure that your skin is okay with it, especially if you don't use any other chemical exfoliant right now. If you're pretty new to chemical exfoliant life, then start with a lower percentage first. You can check out the other videos that I mentioned already so that you can, like, make sure that you know what you are going to be using on your skin. For me, because I use chemical exfoliants pretty often, my skin is okay with it. Now, I would suggest you use it only once a week. They have written that you can use it twice a week if your skin is okay with it, but once a week is more than enough. And if you're again starting out with it, then once a fortnight is just enough. All right, you don't need to do it more than that. You need to make sure your skin is protected and staying replenished when you are going to be using a chemical exfoliant. Also, I would suggest you do this at night time so that you have the whole night for your skin to repair up, because the next day you will be requiring to wear SPF. No matter if you are going to be going out or not, wear an SPF because sun can enter through windows or any other area that you might have in your home. So if you do it in the daytime, your skin is more susceptible to damage. So at night time, you at least have 10 to 12 hours for your skin to repair up a little bit more. That's a lot of talking. I know you're here for the practical video, so you might be like, Shreya, yeah, can you hurry up? So we're gonna hurry up. Now, the way that you're supposed to be using this is not like the Instagram influencer way of dripping it on your face. Don't do that because it can potentially go to places that you don't want it to be there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit at a time and I'm gonna take it on the tips of my fingers. So just a little bit of that amount, and I'm going to start applying it. Now you want to apply a thick layer of this one on your face, and you don't want to rub it in too much. You want to just swipe it across a couple of times, because if you rub it in too much, again it can foam up, so you don't want that to happen. So just a thick layer. Another thing to keep in mind is that you don't use any other chemical exfoliant for that day. So if you're using maybe say like a BHA serum, or if you're using a vitamin C water, don't use it on that particular day, because it can be a little too much for your skin and you want your skin to not like freak out. So don't use it on that particular day, and don't shave your face on the same day. I shaved my face about 3 days ago. I mean, any other facial hair removal method that you might be using, like shaving, epilating, don't do it on that day. I was about to drop my bottle if you couldn't make out from the gesture, but yeah, I saved it anyway. So don't remove your facial hair on the same day, because your pores would be a little too porous on that day. Just wait for a couple of days. That is very, very important. Otherwise, this would tingle like a bitch, which it already does. Like, it tingles a little bit on your skin. Any chemical exfoliant which is that strong will tingle on your skin a little bit. So that is something normal. But if it's like really, really burning, then take it off. Now, every product will give you an advisory of how long to keep it on for. This one says 10 minutes. I like to always remove it after like 8 minutes or so. And don't apply it too near to your eyes and your lips. You want to keep those areas away. So just that much. So once it's applied to your face, wait for about 8 to 10 minutes and then just splash some water on it to remove all of this off. My face is once again washed, and this time I will be starting off with damp skin because I am going to be using a hyaluronic acid serum. For my non-chemical exfoliant serums, I like to go in with damp skin. It just increases the absorption of the product and the spreadability of the product. I will be using my Earth Rhythm hyaluronic acid serum, and I have been loving this product. I've been talking about this non-stop. Obsessed is the word. Obsessed, literally. As for my skin, it really feels clean and nice. It feels like my pores can breathe again. So I'm going to take my hyaluronic acid serum and I'm going to start patting it into my skin. I like to pat all of my products in because it just makes sure that the product is really nicely absorbed by the skin, and it also increases the blood flow to your skin because of the motion that you use on your skin. I am going to be applying this around my eyes also, and also on my lips. Now, hyaluronic acid is a humectant, so it's going to suck the moisture from the air and put it into your skin. I generally use hyaluronic acid anyway, but especially after a strong chemical exfoliation, I like to use it because it's just so gentle on the skin. Now I'm going to use a moisturizer. I'm using my Clinique Moisture Surge again because it's really, really moisturizing and it's very gentle on the skin. There are no actives present in there, which is perfect for after a chemical exfoliation. So I'm going to take a nice dollop of that, and again I'm just going to pat it into my skin. Again, guys, I cannot emphasize enough on using gentle products after a chemical exfoliation. You want to ensure your skin barrier can repair, so no other chemical exfoliants for the day. Please read your labels, ensure that there are no vitamin C's in there or any other AHA, BHA. Everything is extremely gentle on the skin. You really want your skin to repair up back again. And the last product I'm going to be using is a facial oil. This one is by Juicy Chemistry. This is the hemp seed oil, again, something I've been loving. Now, you really need to use a facial oil after you're done with all of this because it just helps in retaining all of that moisture in your skin and ensuring there is no transepidermal water loss, especially because we are going to be sleeping in air conditions now. It's summertime, so you want to ensure that the oil is present on your skin. This is just like a protective layer on your skin. So again, I'm just going to apply it all over my face and slap my face across just to increase all of that blood flow. I'm kidding, guys. Be very gentle with your skin. So I'm just going to apply it all over my face, and this I'm going to take down my neck also. I don't take my chemical exfoliant down my neck because my neck is super sensitive, gives me rashes, so I keep it on my face. But yes, once you're done with that facial oil, you're basically done with your chemical exfoliation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this and it was helpful for you all. Do let me know if you have any other questions, and I would love to guide you through. I will see you guys tomorrow. Till then, take care. I love you all so much. Mwah. Bye.